Hi guys, I think we are live now. Good evening, everyone. Good to see a lot of people who have joined. So in this particular session, we'll be answering all the questions that you have about profile reviews. Please just put in your profile, put in how much you have scored in your academics 10th, 12th undergrad, whether you're engineer, non-engineer, male, female, which category, general category, and basically how many months of work experience that you have. If you give these details, and then we'll be able to help you with what is a safe percentile for which colleges that you're targeting. So I'll start with Raj. Raj is asking, profile is 987, non-engineer male, graduated in 2025, no work ex, while did 4-5 certifications. What is the safe percentile I should target to get into Blackies? I would say the good part is your 10th and 12th is okay. The undergrad is slightly weak, but it's fine. It's not a completely poor percentile. Your acads are basically neither great nor poor. They are above average as such. When it comes to your uh, being a non-engineer is an advantage. The fact that you don't have work experience is going to slightly hurt your chances, because the non-engineer would increase your chances. Not having work experience will slightly hurt your chances. ACAD profile is just above average. So I would say a safe percentile for you would be around 99.5 plus for you to get Blackies. For ABC, I think you might need 99.7 plus for that.
Okay, you talk.
Okay. Okay. So let's go to hi guys. Okay, one small request from all those who are watching. I see a lot of people on the stream, but very few likes for the particular stream. So please guys like the stream and make sure that you subscribe to the Cracku YouTube channel so that whenever we are doing these streams, you stay updated. So I'll take the second question. This is from Okay, this is from Mridula. Mridula is saying, I am 998. I have 3 years experience, non-engineer female. Excellent profile, Mridula. Firstly, 998 is a very strong ACAD score. 3 years work experience. You have maxed out on the work experience also. Plus, you have non-engineer female. You have a very good, strong profile. You're essentially maxing out on the profile score as such. Now, for you to actually get the calls, you just have to do well in the cat as such. If you get 99.3 plus, you will get most of the calls. To be on the safer side, get like about 99.5, then you should get all the calls, given the fact that you have such a strong profile as such. But don't mess up cat, because with this kind of profile you will definitely get all top calls. Okay. I'll take the question from Karthik. Karthik is saying that 10th 93, 12th 88, UG 9.1, OBC male engineer in my second year engineering. Okay, you're in your second year, so there's some okay, UG this. So till now it is 9.1. If you're in your second year engineering, what is the safest percentile for the calls for Blackie? So your 10 score is very good, 12 score is also very good. 9.1, try to keep this up till your graduation. If you're 9 plus, you basically max out on the score over there. So again, you will have a very strong ACAD profile. Then the fact that you are OBC also helps. You're an engineer slightly is a makes it slightly tougher. Male engineers slightly have it tougher, but with your OBC certificate, with the strong ACADs that you have, I would say that anything above 99 percentile, 99.2 percentile, you will get very good calls as such. But I would say that with this kind of profile, focus on CAT. Since you're having a early start, I would say that from your like the start of your fourth year as such, start practicing very regularly. I would say start from the third year itself. You've just completed 2 years, you have the entire third year, fourth year. So make sure that you practice a lot of questions so that you are already set for your CAT when you are actually going to have to take it.
One thing I would tell you is there are a lot of people who are watching the stream. Please do like the stream. That's the first thing. Second thing is we are getting a lot of profiles in the chat. Now we'll try to answer as many as we can. But if you are not able to answer or review your profile, please go to the I am called predictor that is there in the pinned comment for this chat. It is also the first link on the description. Just go to the Cracku I am called predictor and enter your profile details and click on submit. You will get the percentile that is needed to get a call from the top MBA institutes in the country. That I am call predictor is very accurate. We put in a lot of hours into actually making it very accurate. We filed many RTIs, and it will help you quite a lot in getting a unbiased estimate of the percentile that is needed. Okay, now I'll review a profile from Sahil with vibes. 10th 76.4, 12th 90. Graduation is 7.88 CGPA, so that will come to approximately 67. Category SC from mass media journalism work. work experience of 1.5 years. I would say that your 10 score is slightly on the lower side. It would have been great if it was above 80, but still, I think it is okay. Your 12 score is very good, 90 percentile is good. Graduation of 7.88, the CGPA seems okay, but if it is converted into percentage, if it is 66.95, maybe that is slightly on the lesser side. Uh, I'm assuming that you're a non-engineer because you're working in mass media journalism. So if you're a non-engineer, that is definitely an added bonus because you will get points for academic diversity. Your category will also help you. Your work ex of 1.5 years is pretty decent. Continue to work and continue to accumulate more work ex points. Other than that, I would say it is a decent profile. Could have been better if your 10th and your graduation scores were slightly better. It would have been pretty good. But even otherwise, also, I think you have your there are good things about your profile and there are not so good things. Overall, I would say it is a balanced profile. Try to get above 96, 97 percentile to get most of the shortlist.
One thing that I'll tell for a lot of people who are either working or thinking of working, make sure that wherever you're working, you enroll to the Provident Fund program of the company that you're working for, because that is one of the proofs that is required nowadays for work experience. It is always better if you have that proof. So if you have not enrolled for PF, please make sure that you do enroll. That will actually bolster your case that you have actually worked in a particular organization. I'll take the question from Aviral. So 95, 92, 75. Excellent 10th, excellent 12th. 75 is slightly on the lower side, but that's the only weak spot. The other two are fairly strong, so that's okay. On average, I think it's a fairly decent ACADS as such. OBC, BBA male, so non-engineer OBC, that's a very fairly good chance of getting good calls on that. Graduate fresher, graduated 2025, got 92 in first attempt, QA 97, VRC 90, DLR 57. Should I go for second attempt or take admission in MBA college near home? I would say that you have only one thing that is actually weak, which is DILR, which means that you just have to actually practice a lot. The QA being 97 is indicative that you're a smart guy. You have actually a lot of potential within you. So if I was in your place, I would basically take this time to crack CAT. I would practice DILR, as many DILR sets as possible. I would like solve 200, 300 DILR sets. Your quant is already there. VARC, if you do a little bit more practice, you can get to 95. And if you fix DILR, given the fact that your profile is also fairly good, that you are OBC non-engineer, even if you reach 99.3 plus, you will get very, very good calls. So I would say that in your place, I would focus on actually cracking CAT for the next time, because there was only one small error on your part, which was the DILR score. And this is something that happens to a lot of people, where DILR can sometimes be just bad luck. You chose the bad set and then everything goes down from there. So luck can change. Try again and make sure that this time you practice DILR so much that it is not up to luck.
So basically, one of the questions that many people ask is whether I should take CAT again. So before coming to the decision, first of all, it is your own personal decision. But if I had to give you an advice, I'll look at a few things. First, I'll try to see if there is anything that can be fixed in your like CAT strategy. Like in this particular case, like with I think Aviral, right? Yeah. Very clearly, there is one section where you can clearly improve a lot. It is in your hand. So if you put in effort, your CAT score will definitely improve quite a lot. That is the first thing. So if you, the second thing I would say in your particular case is you're a fresher. You don't have a lot of work experience. So there is no real hurry in trying to do an MBA right now. You do MBA mostly only once in your life. So why is this hurry to do it just now? The other thing, one important criteria I would say is do have a job in hand. If you have a job in hand, you will have options. If you don't have a job in hand, if you're just going to accumulate gap years, then I would say you'll have to take whatever MBA college you are getting. You don't have any options. So these are basically the criteria I would look at. Let me also go through some of the profiles. Divij Joshi, 90.14 in 10th, 82.5 in 12th, 93 in graduation. He's a non-engineer for all colleges except IMA. Okay, 24-month work ex as of July 31st. But my work ex is partner in a family business. Not sure how it will be looked at. Uh, like Sally is saying, you have to first ensure that you're getting all the certificates, all the proofs, the PF, salary slips, offer letter, bank statement. All of these things should be in order. If they are in order, and if the work ex is counting, how to like portray it in the interview can be discussed or strategized later. Right now, you have to focus on CAT. So in CAT, you have to look at the proofs that are there with regard to your work experience. So if you have the proofs, you can count it as work experience. Other than that, I would say your profile is pretty good. It is a 989 profile, and for most colleges you're a non-engineer, so it can't really get better than that. I would say put in full effort, prepare well for CAT, and try to get say 99 percentile. You should get most of the shortlist.
I'll answer the question by Karan Dutt. So he's 998, non-engineer, general male, zero work ex, target CAT score to get a call from all IIMs, and are Okay, so what I would say is your profile is very, very good. So there isn't anything that will be automatically off for you. So for a lot of people who have either a 7 or a 6 in their profile, it becomes very difficult for them to get calls from I am Bangalore or I am Ahmedabad. But since you're 998, you are likely to get calls from everyone. Now, what would be a safe percentile for you? Anything about 99.7 would be safe. The only thing is that you have zero work experience. That's the only reason I'm saying 99.7. Given that you're non-engineer, it is like if you get 99.7 plus, you are going to get many of the calls.
Okay, I'll answer Muskan Malik's profile. 10th 93.81, 12th 95.6, CGPA of 8.5 till the third semester, currently in second year. In second year, yeah. Qualified NISM VA safe percentile for Blackie. How can I improve my profile? Non-engineer, general, female. I would say that because you're a non-engineer, you'll definitely get academic diversity points. Because you're a female, you're going to get gender diversity points. And overall, I would say your profile is very good. A 998 profile for a non-engineer is a pretty good profile. So I would say focus on first ensuring that your CGPA continues to remain high because you're still a student. You are currently in second year. So I'm assuming you have one more year left. Put in effort to ensure that your CGPA remains strong, and if possible, try to take it above 9. Then it will be fantastic. That is the first thing I would tell you. Second is you also have decent amount of time right now to prepare for CAT. So put in the effort. I would say if you're scoring anything above 97 percentile, you should get most of the shortlist. So focus on doing that.
Okay, I'll answer the question from Atharva Chaudhary. He's fresher EWS BCom and company secretary, professional qualification, 987 ACADS. Okay, I would say that firstly, you have EWS, which makes it slightly easier. Secondly, you have a non engineer, which also helps you. Company secretary, basically, your ACADS are also fairly solid. The 7 is not great, but it's like average. 987, I would say, is a very average academic profile, neither very bad nor very good. Now, I would say that over here, given the fact that you're fresher, you have no work experience, I would say try to target somewhere around 99.7, 99.8, because again, the ACAD score will be just average. There is no work experience score. The non-engineering part will help you a little bit. The EWS will help you a little bit, but 99.7, 99.8 would be required for Blackie.
We got a super chat from Saurav Chand. He's saying that, hello, sir and ma'am. I took your repeaters batch course last year and scored 97 percentile in CAT. And I'm finally joining MDI Gurgaon. Thank you so much. These kind of messages really make my day because this was kind of unexpected. I was focusing on the profiles and all, but I get these kind of messages very regularly on WhatsApp or on LinkedIn. People celebrating their success and also like mentioning us, then it makes the entire effort that we are doing so worthwhile. Saurav, I'm so happy for your success. I know how good a college MDI is. This is a very good opportunity for you. Ensure that you make the best use of this opportunity. It is good. You should celebrate right now, these 1, 2 months before you join. Maybe I think 1 month is left. Ensure that you are relaxed, you're enjoying it. But once the college starts, ensure that you put in double the effort that you put in during your CAT preparation. These 2 years will be life changing. So ensure that your grades are high, you are studying well, you are trying to gain as much from MBA as possible. And thanks a lot for your kind message. It really means a lot to me.
Congratulations, Saurabh, from my side also. So I'll answer the question of Bhavya Agarwal. I'm a general male candidate with 66 in 10th, 88 in 12th, 59 in graduation BBA with 19 months of work experience by July 2026. What should be my target percentile for IIM Calcutta, Lucknow, and FMS? So you have a slightly weaker ACAD score, 6 in 10th, and again 5 in graduation. So it becomes slightly tougher for you to get calls, but you are non-engineer, you have some work X points. I think you have to really try to hit it out of the park with the CAT score. I would say that try to get 99.9 percentile plus. The only reason is that you have to compensate for the ACADs. If that was not the case, 99.8 would have been enough. But I think here you need to really, the 5 in graduation is really worrying me. So to compensate for that, try to do as well in CAT as possible. For a lot of people, when they have like weak scores, they get demotivated. They feel that, okay, there's no point in actually pursuing IIM Cal, Lucknow, and FMS. And I'm very glad that you have actually very high aspirations, but you have to back it up with a stellar CAT score also. So here you have to actually get 99.8, 99.9 percentile. So try to make sure that you spend a lot of, like, make sure that the your efforts in CAT are like there is no stone left unturned for that, because that is your one big chance of getting LC and FMS. So best of luck, and I really hope that you get those calls.
One thing I want to tell you is there are more than 100 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream, guys, and please do subscribe to this channel. If you are not able to review your profile, please know that the link to get the the cat percentile that is needed is given in the description of this video. It is also the pinned comment for this chat. So the first link in the description is where you can go to get the percentile that you will need to get a call from the top 20 MBA institutes in the country. We have designed that I am call predictor with a lot of effort. It is pretty accurate. So definitely do check it out. We have a super chat from I think Kirti.
Kirti, yeah.
Yeah. So she's saying that 10th is 9.5, 12th is 93.5. Ayurveda UG 74.5, non-engineer, career gap 4 years, no work experience. I would say, Kirti, your 10 score is good, your 12 score is good. I think you are a non-engineer. Your graduation score also is good. So far, so good. One thing, like I'm sure you also know, is a gap of 4 years is a lot of gap. I don't know the reason for it, but you will definitely be asked about the gap in the interview. If the answer is something like UPSC preparation or something which is standard, I think it is quite fine. You should not be very worried about it because there are so many people with gap years who actually go into a MBA institute. We interviewed one student who was a Cracku premium student. I think he enrolled to the Cracku Dash Cats. He had 3 years gap and I think maybe 4 years gap also. I think he took UPSC 3 4 times. And I actually interviewed him. It was a very interesting story. The link for that interview is also there in the YouTube channel. You can just check it out. He had a gap of 3 years. But the interesting thing about his interviews was that he was rarely asked about his gap years, especially if he explained that he had gap because of UPSC, he was not really questioned multiple times in most of the interviews. So if you are having a gap of 4 years, they will definitely ask you. But if you have a solid reason, it should not be something that should bother you too much. Other than that, I would say right now, try to find a job and prepare for CAT.
Okay, I'll answer the question from Zishan. So he has 897 profile, fairly strong profile. The 7A in undergrad is also okay. You're a gem, so that is going to be a bit of a challenge because gems have to hit the hardest. 27 month work experience, so that's very good. So at December 2026, if you will have 27 months, that's actually fairly good. By the time the interview calls come around, also you will get some more work experience, would also help with your profile as such. PwC, that's also an extremely good a strong career background also. If VRC is bad, if the other two sections are good, only VRC is bad. That's like completely solvable, completely fixable. Make sure that from now till CAT, you are just you read every single day. You do read 2 articles every single day. You write down the main point of each article that you read. Make sure you put like double the effort in VRC as you put in the other two sections. You have to like really hit 99.9, given that you're a gem. So with that in mind, that I have to hit 99.9, you cannot have a weak section. You should have one extremely strong section. So I'm assuming that you would be decent at quant. You have to like excel at quant, but you should not be weak in any of the sections. So in all three sections, you should be at least hitting like 20 to 30 as such. And in one section, you have to basically ace it. If you are able to do that, if you hit 99.9, you will get most of the top calls.
I'll answer Abhinav's profile. Male, 95, 95, 82, BCom Finance, OBC, 18 months work ex at TCS. I think your profile is very, very good. A 998 profile, especially for a non-engineer, I would say is very, very good. You will get the academic diversity points, so that is definitely going to help you. Your work experience of 18 months also, I think, is good. It is going to definitely continue to add. So don't quit your job. Ensure that the work experience keep on accumulating. Your OBC NCL category also is definitely going to help. So I would say it is a very nice profile. Ensure that you make the best use of it by preparing well for CAT. Try to score about 98 percentile to get most of the shortlist.
Okay. Okay, so Muhammad Atis is saying OBC 87, 90, 75, 74, BCA, just graduated. Uh, so for black keys, FMS and gap between 12th and UG. Okay, I didn't understand. I went to engineering college and okay. So I want you to actually, I hope that you have completed your graduation. Given the fact that you have OBC, given the fact that you have fairly strong academic record, 877 is a very solid academic record as such. You just need I would say 99.6 plus for getting most of the calls that you are seeking. It doesn't matter whether you went to engineering college or not. In fact, it is an advantage that you didn't go to engineering college, because if you're counted as a non-engineer, it is better to get calls. So in as long as you have completed your graduation, as long as you get 99.7, you will get most of the top calls that are there.
Okay, I'll answer the chat from Priyanshu Raj. He gave us a super chat. 897.5 BCom honors from DU. CFA level 2. He'll complete it in August of this year. Work X 3 months, then a gap of 2 years applying for a job. CAT 2025 is 93.85 percentile. Chances for IMABC. Priyanshu, I would say that your profile, I think, is decent. 897.5 profile is a decent profile for a non-engineer. So that I would say is something you should be not very worried about. I think it is okay. Um, the problem is gap years of 2 years is not ideal, especially with just 3 months work ex. A gap of 2 years looks bad on the profile. So try to find a job. Again, it is not something you should be like super worried about, but you have to course correct. So definitely try to apply for a job, which is what you're doing. So that also I would say is a good thing. CFA level 2, I think that is a good thing. You will learn something about finance. You will also get some certification. It might not help you a lot, but it will definitely be a small advantage. So that I think is okay. Focus on improving your CAT score from 93.85 to 99 plus. Because you're a non-engineer and because you have a decent profile, I think if you get 99 percentile, you should get some shortlist.
Okay, I'll answer the question from Uday Kiran, but before that, I request all of those who are watching, please like the stream. I see a lot of people on the stream, but very few likes. So, guys, please like the stream and please subscribe to our channel if you find this helpful. So, Uday Kiran is saying that he has 97 in 10th, strong, 96 in 12th, very good, 62 in graduation. So, that is slightly on the weaker side, but that's fine because the 10th and 12th will basically help you out, save you out a bit. And a 2 year gap as a 2024 pass out, and I'm an engineer. Okay, so the fact that is the 2 year gap is mostly doable. 2 year gap is not very damaging because many people now do have gap years. But here you have no work experience and you are a I'm guessing you are a general engineer male. I'm because you have not mentioned general cat. Okay, general engineer male, 996 profile and zero work experience. You have to hit 99.9. There is no two ways about it. The minute you are a general engineer male, either you have a lot of work experience and a stellar academic record, which will make it slightly easier for you to get the calls at 99.8 or so. But the minute you have some weaknesses also in your profile, you have to hit 99.9. So, Uday Kiran, you have to work very hard at CAT. Make sure that you leave no stone unturned and hit 99.9.
Deepan Singh is saying 1095, 1294, BSc Maths 8.2, CGPA is around 78 percentile. Non-engineer, general male. He got a very good AR in IIT JAM, the mathematical statistics one, but he couldn't convert IIT Bombay or Kanpur, which led to his gap years. Deepan, what I would tell you is this: you have a very big advantage. I know people who have BSc Maths who are smart guys. They count as non-engineers, but they're very good at maths. I'm assuming you are one such guy. So you should not aim low. You should really aim to completely crack CAT. Like I know, the CAT is an examination you can do very well if you practice a lot. So try to ensure that you don't waste any effort in doing extremely well in CAT. You should aim for from your profile and with your background, having done so well in the IT JAM examination, I would tell you that you should aim for 99.9 percentile, and it is definitely manageable. The second thing I would tell you is I know you have a gap year now, but try to find a job. Try to find some job. Again, with your background, you can find some job as if in the worst case scenario, some job as a teacher or something like that in a school. I know it might not sound great, but it is much better than having a gap year continuing. Okay. I know that you were not able to convert to the college that you wanted, which is fine. I understand it that there was a disappointment, but don't let one gap year turn into another and another. So try to stop the gap year, try to find some job and ensure that you have your ambitions pretty high as far as CAT is concerned. I'm sure you'll do well in CAT this year and you'll get into a good MBA institute next year.
I'll answer the question by Arshita. So she's 999, excellent ACADS, full ACADS. General engineer female, work experience 14 months, gap of 1.5 years till CAT 2026. So your work experience of 14 months is also good, but the 1.5 year of gap is not great. I would say that, okay, after CAT, at least try to get a job because I feel that you have a fairly strong academic profile. With a decent CAT score, you will get most of the calls. But to convert the calls, also, you should have a job in hand. It makes you much more confident. It gives something to actually talk about with the interviewer. So at least after CAT, please try to get a job. And if possible, before CAT, if the job is not too stressful or not too hectic, and you can manage your preparation alongside it, try to get a job now itself. Because then, if you are able to add 10 more months, you will reach 24 months before your graduation, like before you go into an MBA college, which also helps with the placement, summer placements, everything else. So I would say that try to get a job right now. The second thing is that with your 999 academic profile, very strong one. General engineer female, for female, you will get some diversity points also. For Blackie, I would say that anything about 99.7 is fairly good. You will get most of the calls given your strong academic background. Again, over here, try to get a job, because then, like it basically, the minute you have a job, you are accumulating work ex points, right? You are also more confident on the actual exam day. This is my advice, general advice to everybody who is having gap years and who doesn't currently have a job. The one thing that we consistently saw with all the students who actually converted, who actually cracked CAT, was they had some other option. They had something else also going on. The freshers had good placements. The guys who were working professionals, they had a job in hand. If you have something else also in hand, you are very confident on CAT day. If you don't have anything else going on, you are very stressed out on CAT day, and that affects your concentration, that affects your score. So I would always suggest that anybody who currently doesn't have a job, please have a job, because it will psychologically make you much more confident on actual exam day.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
If somebody converted an MBA institute, okay, should he take it up or should he take CAT again? How should he make the decision?
Okay. So basically, I would say that I made that decision. The first time I attempted, when I sat for CAT, I got 99.31. I didn't get any of the calls, but I converted XLRI, and I had to choose whether I take CAT again or I accept XLRI. At that point of time, basically, I had this feeling that I had underperformed in CAT. The reason why I had underperformed in CAT is because on the actual CAT day, I had frozen for the first 20 minutes. I had not attempted a single question. Panic had set in, and I like very badly underperformed on that day. So because of that, it was in the back of my mind that if I just do properly, if I don't panic on that one day, I can do much better. So first thing that you have to ask yourself is that can you do much better in CAT? If you can do much better in CAT, then take CAT again. Secondly, you have to ask yourself, is there a major hurdle in your profile? Is there like 4 years of gap, or 2 years, anything above 3 years of gap experience, very poor academic score, that either sixes or fives are there in your academic score? These are major hurdles. They are not going to go away. So if there are major hurdles in your profile, then take any decent college that you get. But if these major hurdles are not there and you can significantly improve on your CAT score, then I would always say that take CAT again.
Okay. And how did your parents react when you said
They were not happy.
Okay. Okay. So I'll discuss the profile of Arya Shah. 8964 Gujarat board, 8.1 will be scale, BR third highest in college. Okay. In third year, right now we'll give CAT in fifth year, that is 2027. Okay. What I would tell you is your profile is good. 89 in 10th is good. 8.1 is also very good. You're saying that it is the third rank in the college, so I'm assuming that's very good. You're a non-engineer. I'm assuming because BR will count as non-engineering. That also is very good. The problem is your 12th score is 64, so that is not ideal. But nobody's profile is perfect. You have two eights, which is good. Especially your graduation score, I think, is very good. Overall, I would say your profile is decent. Your 12th score will hurt a little, but that should be fine because you will count as a non-engineer, I'm assuming. That will be very good. The other advantage you have is you're preparing for CAT early. You'll be taking CAT in 2027, but you're already thinking of preparing for it from now on. So that I would say is a very good thing. Focus on preparing well. Try to ensure that you do well in all the three sections and try to aim for say 98, 99 percentile to get many shortlists.
Okay, I'll answer the question of Raja Rajan. He gave a super chat. So he has 4 years of gap years as such. 10th is 85, 12th is 87, BE is 77. So engineering, fairly standard. 887 is a fairly standard, strong academic profile. Not weak, above average, I would say. Then you have a gap years, 4 years of gap years for UPSC preparation, and now you have 36 months of work experience because you're currently working. The gap years will become a question in the actual interviews. It won't really hamper you getting calls. And the fact that you have work experience now, you have 36 months of work experience, you have maxed out on the work ex points also. decent profile, good work experience. You are general engineering male, I'm assuming. So here I think anything above 99.8 would be good. I would say that, see, because it is UPSC preparation, a lot of people actually, when people say that I have 3 years of work experience, 4 years of work experience, if it is for any other reason, people ask a lot of questions. But the minute it is for UPSC preparation, even the interviewer knows that it is a very rigorous exam. Many smart kids go for it. So it's not going to hamper you much. But you should be very prepared for that question. You should know how to answer it. It is going to be asked, but I would say that it is not really going to hamper your chances of converting, because many smart kids do that. And even the interviewers know that how rigorous and difficult the exam is. So I don't think that will be a significant hurdle for you.
Okay, I have one more question for you.
Okay.
See, many people, what is your advice to students, okay, who feel that their profile is not ideal? There is like either gap or their 12th score is low, okay, or their graduation score is low. So, how should they motivate themselves to prepare for CAT?
See, basically, I think that whatever is in your profile is more or less fixed. Okay, there are very few things that are in your hand. There are two things essentially in your hand. One is your CAT score, second is your work ex points. Your 10th, 12th undergrad scores are fixed. For us also, we had decent undergrad scores. Some Maruti didn't have a decent undergrad score. He had a sixth in his undergrad. So over here, there are
That's
some
below the belt, but okay.
there are some things that are good. There are some things that are bad in everyone's profile. So there'll be some places you like excel. There will be some places somebody else might have a better profile. But crying over the profile is not. There is no point to it. See, if I have some like flaw in my profile, I'll do things that are in my hand. The two things that are in my hand are my CAT score and the work ex points. So the first thing that I would try to do is that I try to like max out on the work experience. From 0 to 12 months, you get some points. From 12 to 24 months, you get some points. From 24 to 36 months, you get full points as such. So here, if I was having difficulty because of ACADS, I would max out on my work experience, and then I'd make sure that I also have a good CAD score, so that it balances out. The poor ACADS are balanced out by the work experience. I just have to do a decent enough job at CAT, and then I'll get most of the like top IM calls as such. So do what is in your hand. CAT score is in your hands. Work experience is in your hands. Make sure that you max out on that.
Okay, there are some super chats, guys. I'll answer the super chats. Please don't give any more super chats because these three will be the only profiles we'll be answering now. One is by Sherlock Holmes. Okay, male OBC, 10th 92.5, 12th 94.67, BE CSE 9.28 CGPA. I think your profile is excellent, man. 999 is fantastic. 1 year internship at an MNC from April 2025, full time since April 2026, diploma in data science. I think it's a very good profile. Don't have any doubts about your profile. It's a very strong profile. I think your internship is because you are still a student, so internship won't count. That should be okay. Because you're a student, it will be hard to actually gain work at that time. But you don't have any gap, so you started working from April itself. That also I would say is a very good thing. Focus on trying to get above 99 percentile in CAT. Then I think you should get all the shortlists. You have a very strong profile. You have the OBC, this category also, which will also help. So ensure and focus on getting 99 percentile in CAT. Don't overthink it. Just that should be your target. I'm sure you will do well.
Okay.
I will also answer Priyanshu's. He said, I'm currently enrolled in the CAT repeater batch, scoring 40 to 45 in verbal, 20 to 24 in DLR, 27 to 30 in quant, approximately 80 to 85. How should I aim dash CAT? I think you're doing very well in verbal. Ensure that you're consistently scoring that. But focus more on quant and DLR. I would always tell students to focus on the area they're not doing relatively good at. In your particular case, you're doing very well in verbal, so improving more there is tough. But it is easier to improve in quant and LRDI. Normally, I would tell students that if you want to improve in quant, you have to solve a lot of questions, which is what I would recommend to you also. If you have any doubts about how many questions to solve, I'll give you a rough heuristic. Uh, Suppose you are taking mocks regularly, and on an average, say you're getting 9 questions correct in quant. To increase it from 9 to 10, you have to solve around 100 to 150 questions between the mocks. So, for example, if you're taking a mock now and you are getting 9 questions correct in quant, to get 10 questions correct next in the next mock, try to solve 100 to 150 quant questions in between those mocks. That is just a heuristic to encourage you to solve more and more questions regularly.
Okay. One more thing that I'll tell a lot of guys is that your strengths and weaknesses will determine your dash cat score at the very start of the mock season. But what you actually get in CAT depends a lot on your practice. I'll give you the example of a content manager that we had, Girish. He's joining FMS this year. He had a very poor VRC score. He was decent in DILR and quant. And this year, during his CAT, somehow there was a technical glitch during his quant section where he basically, there was the computer shut off. He didn't do well in the quant section. But because he knew that his VRC was poor, he had put so much effort in VRC that he actually ended up scoring most of his marks in VRC. So going from the fact that he had like 67 percentile in VRC to actually like scoring his most marks in the VRC section, it came only from hard work. So whatever is your score now, don't base everything on that this is basically what you will get in actual CAT. This is basically the starting point. From here you have to put in a lot of hard work, and that hard work will get rewarded on actual CAT day. You can start off from 66 percentile in a particular section, go out to even 95, 99 percentile in a section. What you do on the exam day determines like is dependent on the effort you put from now till CAT day. So make sure that you are taking a lot of mocks, solving a lot of questions. If you're weak in VRC, read 2 articles every single day, do the daily target RC every single day. Try to practice RCs as much as possible for VRC. For quant, just make sure that you are solving every single time that you are actually taking the mock. After that, you're solving at least 100 to 150 questions in the areas that you did not do well in. In DILR, just solve a lot of sets. Basically, puzzles, charts, tables, and arrangements, try to solve at least 100 sets each so that they become very strong. And from there, you can do 50-50 sets of the other types that are there, which are less common. But the more number of sets that you solve, the stronger you will be in each of the sections.
I'll answer two super chats from Anish, 10th 92, 12th 83, CGPA 9.3, Gym 1 year, Bajaj Health. I think you have a very good profile. 989 profile is very good. But because you are a gym candidate, I would recommend you to aim for 99.8. It is tough, but people do it. So put in full effort and continue to work, continue to accumulate work X points. I think your profile is good. Now you have to do well in CAT, so focus on that.
I'll answer the question by Suren. He has 878 profile, SC male, B mechanical engineer, SC engineering, I think, and a fairly standard profile. 878 is a fairly standard, strong ACADS as such. And you have 18 months of gap, recently joined a job in February. Excellent decision. That's the right decision that you have taken, Suren. Make sure that you keep accumulating the work X point. Given the fact that you are SC, you have a strong ACADS, I would say that anything above 98.5 percentile would be enough to get most of the top calls. 98.7, 98.8 should be very good. But make sure that you do well in CAT. Okay, that is the only thing that is left for you to actually excel at. The fact that you have gotten a job will also help you convert those calls.
Okay, I'll answer Sahil. I think Sali Kunda Srinivas. Okay. 10th 85, 12th 92, dual degree, 6.81, IIT Madras, general science male, taking a drop here since I did not sit for placements, trying for off campus. I think it's a good decision to sit for off campus and try to get a job. Other than that, your 10th and 12th are very good. Your CGPA is slightly on the lower side, but it is something that can't be changed now. You are, I'm assuming, a general engineer male, so put in full effort, try to score 99.8 or so, maybe slightly more because your CGPA is slightly low. But as an IITN, I think it is definitely in your hands. Put in full effort and try to do as well as you can in CAT. Also, like you are doing, try to get a job. And because the work X points will definitely help you overcome your low CGPA.
Okay, I'll take the last question for the day. General non-engineer male with the following ACADS: 87, 90, 79.8. Just slightly off from the 8 mark, but that's okay. BA honors mass communication entering final year of undergrad. So the fact is you are non-engineer, that's very good. You are a fresher, so you don't have work X points. Your ACADS are pretty good. 87, 897 is fairly strong ACADS as such, particularly because I know that for a lot of non-engineers, uh, firstly, for non-engineers, the ACAD scoring system is slightly different because they don't score that much in their graduation. So the 79.8 might seem lower for engineering, but for non-engineers, that's actually a very good score. So I feel that your academic profile is fairly good. You have, I would say that because you are non-engineer, I would say anything above 99.3 would be good for you. But I would say that try to maximize on the CAT score. You can do really well because you have a academic diversity points. You are in your final year of undergrad, so you have time also on your side. You can actually give CAT a couple of times to try to get into like the top institutes, but try to max out on the CAT score as such.
Okay, guys, that is it for today. We have a new batch for CAT that is starting soon. If you want any details, you can just call us on this number, +91 6303 239 042, or you can just comment below this video with respect to any of the doubts that you have with respect to your CAT preparation or CAT journey, or with respect to any course of Cracku. We will look at all the comments and I'll try to respond to as many as I can.
Thank you, guys.